This is Joe Zekas from YoChicago.com. I'm at the Arts Center at Hairpin Lofts in Logan Square. I've stopped in for Night Roars, a modern-day variety show produced by Voice of the City and Striding Line.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the holiday extravaganza that is Night Roar! A modern-day variety show filled with life, beauty, and all that is good. 9 acts, each act its own unique vignette, but together a diverse mosaic of zest and joy. And that's just what we've brought you tonight. Performers from all over Chicago, all with their own unique voice right here in our very own Logan Square. Tonight, a co-production between Voice of the City and Striding Line to create a peanut butter chocolate combination. 2 great tastes, tasting great together. In the Arts Center, a show so big, so grand, that it only takes this space to contain its amazing awesomeness. Ladies and gentlemen, we have music, we have dance, we have circus arts, we have poetry, all that and so much more. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Night Roars! Our first act this evening takes place with Christmas stories. For many of us, it's a moment of nostalgia, of beauty, of wonder. But for some of us, it can be a very scary, distracting place where there's too much going on and you become overwhelmed, and perhaps you become alone and you're by yourself and you find yourself on Christmas Day going to Reservoir Dogs and being alone in an empty theater. Well, enough about me. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, throughout the whole year, things fall apart, but during Christmas, trees fall apart. 3 stories and branches.
My mom is Jewish, my dad is Catholic, so there's plenty of guilt to go around. We feel guilty just trying to figure out what to celebrate. I work in Patagonia, so the day after Thanksgiving, the music begins. There's 11 CDs on rotation, and they're awful. The worst is Grandma got run over by a reindeer. By the 3rd listen, you want to slap the country out of Randy Brooks. I think I ended up at Patagonia because I grew up in Vermont. When we were little, my dad's religion wasn't over, and we would all go into the woods, cut down a tree, and drag it together as a family through the snow. My dad, the calmest man alive, slowly and methodically picking, cutting, caring, and selecting the tree every year. They saw the most glorious makeshift Christmas tree that a multi-ethnic, multi-religious teenager could make. A mop-head glitter stick that looked like a RuPaul prop reject. All my mom and grandmother could say was, "Sage, how beautiful. It's better than ever." And that old, cold New England Christmas, we celebrated our mashup under the glories of tinsel, transformed traditions, and imagination just shining bright.
But wait! There's more! Now you're talking, but your bottom dollar, there's more. My goodness, there's 8 other acts. Ladies and gentlemen, our next performer plays eclectic, wonderful verisimilitudinous of music that is so inspirational and wonderful that it is as wonderful as her name. Are you ready?
Yes.
Here she is, the one, the only, Kay Sarah in Postcards.
Keep it up, keep it. When you find your love,
really good. Ladies and gentlemen, we're not just going to stay here all night. We're not going to just be right here. And after this act, we're all going to move to another part of the Arts Center. You'll just have to follow me. We're going to do it 2 other times, and the 3rd time, you're not even going to be sitting. You're going to be standing and watching the rest of the show. Jacob, can you let me explain this part? I'll introduce you in a second. All right, I'll introduce you now. They had me write something a little bit down for their introduction. The Jacob Occupies and Zeke Gaffin, did I get close? Their sexual tension between these two runs so deep that their only outlet is to perform together. Boy, perfect. I didn't write this. Well, ladies and gentlemen, making their debut performance, the one, the only, Jacob Hutchkevich and Zeke Gaffin, Christmas in Vegas, and I'm a limbo man in a limbo world.
I'm a limbo man. I am a limbo man, and in a limbo world, somewhere between pierogi and the American cheese, I stretch like a hammock between the trees. In dreams I have no accent, but they is back in my throat. You ask me where they came from, I ask you go fuck your goat. We should celebrate his birthday. I got Jesus praying me, so let the baby Jesus sleep. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment where we all stand up and move to another portion of the Arts Center. Don't forget any of your wonderful belongings. And now I'd like to introduce the artistic director of Striding Lion, the one, the only, Annie Becerra.
To see so many new faces here tonight, to have so many new artists here tonight, and we are really honored and thrilled to be partnering with Voice of the City. This is an open call for submissions for artists of all disciplines all over the city. The idea is that you come in, we collaborate, we might pair you with a musician if you're a dancer, or with a spoken word artist if you're a musician, or something like that. So we're looking for those kinds of opportunities. We'd love to produce new work. The piece we're about to see is called Stories to Tell. This piece focuses specifically on my great Aunt Jeanette, who suffered from paranoid schizophrenia, who lives still in the home she was born in the middle of Cabarrus County in Midland, North Carolina. I'm about to give you over to these guys who will take you into this world. If you have any questions about Striding Lion, about what we do, about how to be involved, please come talk to me later. I would love to talk more. But for now, I will give to you Jeanette Jenkins and Stories to Tell.
And then I thought, I know, I should eat some grapes. But I was still sad. I know, I should eat some bananas. But I was still sad. I know, I should eat some peanut butter cookies. It's a wonder I was as big as one side of the house.
We have now reached the next portion, where we're all going to ask you to stand once more and join us between these two amazing Art Center pillars. Yes, walk with me forward. Don't forget your coats. Don't forget your belongings. Forward towards 1950 screen. Yes, many a photochrome pictures of house